Okay, today I'm gonna take down this tree here. It looks like an elm, and it's this tree right here. Now what's happened to this tree is I only take trees that are dead. You can see with this tree here, look at the bark. You see the way the bark has been pecked at by the woodpeckers? Well, it's got a wood-boring insect underneath this bark, so if I don't take this tree now, it'll rot. Which is fine, except I need firewood, and I don't like to take live trees, so that's how it is with this one. So I'll show you how it's done. One thing you always have to be aware of is how far out is that tree going to land. You see where my snowmobile is right now, which is right here. It could potentially be hit by that tree. So let's figure out how to figure out where that thing's going to land. Okay, this technique was shown to me by an arborist, a really good arborist. So what you do is you take a piece of wood. I'll use my axe for this demonstration. You put your arm full out. It's got to be into your armpit, basically. Okay. Take your hand, move it like that, right? Then you literally stand it up like this. That becomes one side of a right-sided triangle, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn, put your hand at the bottom of the tree, and walk out until such time that the entire tree is focused on this shaft. Where you're standing is where the tree's going to fall. Okay, where the axe is sitting is where the tree tip should end up. The base of the tree is right there. Top of the tree. She'll come down, and that should be where it hits. So, bottom line is, my snowmobile's in the way. It doesn't matter how good you are at tree felling, it's always best to move your gear out of the way. Okay, when dropping a tree, right now there's nothing here I can damage. If this tree goes whatever way it goes, there's nothing I'm going to damage, unless of course it hits the camera. But aside from that, what you want to do is when you drop the tree, first and foremost, get yourself a couple wedges, 2 or 3 wedges, different sizes. They'll go in the back cut, but I'll show you what happens here. First and foremost, what you want to do is you want to make your front cut about 70 degrees, right down here. Whichever way you want this tree to fall, you want the front cut here. Do not make a big wedge. Take it nice and shallow, and then cut in. So you shallow down, cut in, right? Then your back cut is going to be just slightly above the base cut here. Then your wedge goes in, tree goes down. Good to go. Okay, the first thing you do, get rid of any limbs that are around you. Make sure they're out of your road. Next is going to be your front cut. Remember, direction of travel. That's about a 70-degree cut there. Next, you're going to want to back cut, undercut it. Okay, that now makes your notch. The next job is to come up about 3/4 of an inch above this layer. So above this seat, come up about 3/4 of an inch. Cut from the back. That, by the way, creates what they call a hinge, so you can control the tree. Okay, so I've got about an inch of wood here, between this cut and this cut. I'm going to take it down a little bit narrower, and then I'll do the wedging. Okay, now the hinge is cut. Well, I haven't cut the hinge, sorry. I've created a hinge, and now I'll slam my wedge in, which should topple the tree in exactly the direction I want it to go. Make sure everything's clear around. I'm a lefty, I'll use my right hand for this. Okay, so what I've done, you can see where the cut is here. I've put a double wedge in the cut, simply because the tree is full of ice, so that hinge is going to be pretty stiff. So I'm hoping the two wedges should counterbalance that ice. Give it a go. And remember, I'm hoping my calculation is right. It should hit that axe handle that's out there. Should. Mind you, I'm a little higher, so it'll be about a 1.5 foot short of that axe handle. So sometimes you just let the tree do what it's going to do. It's going to start leaning. It takes time. We're not in a hurry. It don't matter. She's going to start leaning, and you'll see that the wedge will go in deeper as I let her sit, because the hinge is going to hold the tree up. So as the hinge bends, the wedge will go in deeper. So we just chill out for a minute. You can see the lean on the tree. It's substantial. But since she's full of ice, that's the way it goes. Now look at that. Look at that lean. She'll go. Okay, tree's on the ground. The hinge is here. Tree's safely on the ground. Everything's good to go. Yeah, I didn't catch it on, I made somewhat of a mistake. I moved the camera, and in moving it, the tree went down while I was moving the camera. Okay, this is the hinge that I'm talking about here. I came in from the back, I put my wedges in. That's full of water. I mean, that's soaked. But anyway, regardless, that's the hinge. That's how I controlled the drop of the tree. She landed exactly where I wanted it to. And I'll show you how close it is to the axe handle. At the beginning of this video, I did the Pythagorean theorem thing using my axe handle. I placed the axe right here. That's where I figured it would drop. Right here. This is how far it would come. And then because of where I made my cut, I was 2 feet above the ground, above where my level was. So, if you notice, the tree dropped right here. And if I put my foot 1 to 2 feet, that's exactly where she is. Had I cut at ground level up there, it would have hit the axe. Beautiful.